103.9 LI News Radio.
And welcome back to the program. Joining us on the LI News Newsmaker line is New York State Senator Lee Zeldin, candidate for Congress in New York's 1st Congressional District. Welcome aboard, Senator. How are you?
I'm doing great this afternoon. Good to be back with you.
Now, Senator, thanks for joining us. You have a big function coming up, I believe, this weekend. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Monday, 7 p.m. at the Center Reach VFW, 31 Horse Block Road in Center Reach. We are having a free fall campaign kickoff rally. It'll be a great event. The public is invited. Anyone who's listening should come on down. Launching our effort here is November 4th. Is less than 2 months away, I guess, from tomorrow. We need everyone to come out and support. We have some great special guests who will be there. We just announced last night that Lieutenant Colonel Steve Russell will be attending. He helped lead the effort to capture Saddam Hussein in Iraq, retired Army Lieutenant Colonel, as well as retired Army Lieutenant Colonel and former Congressman Alan West. It's going to be a great night, and the public is invited. We watch what's going on. We listen to your show. We watch news, and there's so many people around us who won't vote. They'll wake up the day after the election. They'll complain about what happened. They'll say, I wish I did more. They don't even vote. There are people who vote who can come out and volunteer and get involved, but maybe they just didn't quite step up to make that move to go knock on some doors or make some phone calls. We have so much at stake as a nation, as a community, and we can't keep reelecting the same congressman over and over and ever expect anything to change in Washington. So we need everyone to come on out. Monday, 7 o'clock, Center H VFW.
Now, I was shocked when Alan West was not reelected. Just absolutely shocked. And I remember back in 2010, I believe that's when he first ran in the Great Revolution of 2010. And he was a rock star candidate. If I remember correctly, Senator Zeldin, he raised more money, seemingly. And again, this is just based on memory. I remember somebody had told me, because at the time I was running, trying to raise money, call Alan West, because he had the magic, formula of how to raise a lot of money very fast, how to get people active in their campaigns. At the time, there wasn't anybody better than him. Now he ran, he won, and I thought he was incredibly successful as a sitting congressman. You always saw him on the news. He was always on the Fox News channel. And then somehow, I guess the Democrat machine got the best of him, or I don't know. I don't even know how he lost. But he's still extremely articulate. He's right on the message. But now he's made comments through the years. One of them, you've got these two clergy activists or whatever they are out there in your district, Reverend Charles Coverdale of the First Baptist Church in Riverhead, and Rabbi Sheldon Zimmerman of the Jewish Center of the Hamptons in East Hampton. Do you know either one of those?
I know of both of them.
Both of them.
I think I've met the Reverend once.
Are they Democrat activists, or are they just did somebody get to them? And this isn't usual in my opinion. I've seldom have I heard people reaching out. When you have a controversial, do you see a reverend, reaching out and saying, "Listen, I think you should retract that specific candidate because they're pro-abortion"? I've never seen that from a reverend or from a priest or a pastor in a church.
I like I said, I don't know these two gentlemen well enough, to draw any type of a conclusion on that. I do know, the incumbent congressman well enough, and the way he operates and his campaign has operated. that I've quite frankly, you'd be hard pressed to find any type of growing trust for just about anything that comes out of Bishop for Congress. It's like a flashback to the primary. I mean, these guys, I guess, obviously weren't paying attention and didn't learn any lessons from it. I remember sitting in your studios and observing that, during the primary campaign, it was like our opponent thought, up was down, black was white, Chevy was Ford. And here we go again, with the way these guys are operating out of our opponent's campaign. And people in the first congressional district want a substantive debate about where we stand on the issues most important to them. They want us talking about the economy, immigration, education, healthcare, foreign policy, and more. There's 2 months left of this campaign, and every single opportunity for there to be any type of coverage of this race should be a substantive debate on facts and truth about our visions to move our country forward. And you know what? The great thing that we know is that if this race is based on facts and truth and a substantive debate on all those issues I just mentioned, we win. The problem for my opponent is that the only way that he desperately holds on to his own seat is by scaring the public with lies. We had spoken about that, when we were on last, and it's just that is their tactic. So, listen, I have a lot of respect for Alan West's service to our country in uniform. He is he is intelligent. He loves our country. He loves our Constitution. He is very passionate about that. I am excited that he is going to be with us on Monday. He's going to do, I'm sure a great job. So we're excited to have him, and we're not going to be intimidated by, at any point during the rest of this campaign, be intimidated by this liberal, the liberal Democratic operatives in the Bishop campaign who want to turn this race into anything other than a substantive debate about how to move our country forward. There's too much at stake.
Yep.
And while he blindly supports this failed Obama-Pelosi agenda with just undying loyalty and zero accountability, being one person in Washington and coming back and trying to sell himself as middle of the road, not because he's middle of the road, but because he wants more votes.
Yeah.
That is really one of the reasons why Congress is as dysfunctional as it is, and why politicians have such a bad reputation, is because people say that they're one thing and then act like someone else.
Very good, Senator Zeldin. I appreciate your time. I'm looking forward to seeing Alan West in person. I think we have him slated to come into the studio on Monday, actually, so it'll be good to see him. Thanks for straightening out that little controversy that's brewing. At least Newsday's stirring it up a little bit. But thanks for clearing it up for us, my friend.
Yep. No, thanks for having me on, and I'll see you on Monday.
You got it. God bless. New York State Senator Lee Zeldin running for Congress in the 1st Congressional District. This isn't anything new. In fact, the Reverend Charles Coverdale here of the First Baptist Church of Riverhead, he specifically cites Colonel West's statement as far as the Democratic Party as a quote-unquote 21st century plantation, end quote. And he says black leaders should be apprised of this. Well, there's a lot of black leaders throughout the country that feel the same way, that call the government, the great government plantation. You remember, and I play it as often as I can, Senator from the great state of Louisiana, Guillory, who talked very eloquently on that whole point about the government plantation. So this isn't anything new, and the fact that Bishop is tweaking some of these people out there to make headlines is really, I guess it's his strategy. I don't know if it's going to work or not. We're running out of time now. We really don't have the time to play it. But I love listening to this guy. And, folks, I urge you all to check him out on YouTube. I wish we were on video because I'd play it for you. It's just outstanding. It really makes you be proud to be an American and proud to be a Republican, quite frankly. But anyway, we'll play it. We'll play it. Maybe we'll play it when Alan West is in studio on Monday. I'm certain he's heard of it. But anyway, folks, that about wraps things up. I'm going to reach out to a few elected officials, a few challengers.